Cleveland in wintertime might seem like a world away from Louisiana. But if you're looking for Delta blues and Cajun cuisine to heat things up, look no further than the corner of Ontario and Prospect, just a block away from Public Square.
When your daddy not at home.
Fatfish Blue is a blues club slash restaurant. It's been around for about 10 years. It started off originally in the Flats. We moved it over here to the corner of 21 Prospect. We really stress a relaxed, fun environment with really good food, great service. Kind of like going to my parents' house, going to a southern home where you're invited in and you're more than just a friend, you're a guest and you get kind of treated that way.
Fatfish Blue is internationally known as the place that Robert Lockwood Jr., famed bluesman, played here until his passing in 2006. His amazing house band still plays here regularly.
This is to Robert Lockwood talking.
He was a great bluesman. He was one of the only people to learn from Robert Johnson. And he was amazing. He was our house band for 10 years. I mean, you could come here on Wednesday night and you hear this guy play for free. And thank God for people like Robert Lockwood Jr. that saw the founder of this restaurant, who was just some guy who was like, hey, look, I want to bring you into my restaurant and we want to do these things with blues. We want to show everybody what you can do. And he opened doors for a lot of blues musicians and now play on our stage. Yeah, it's very important to us. It's right up there with good food and great service. It's in our name.
Live entertainment is a huge part of Southern hospitality. Fatfish hosts local and national touring artists 5 nights a week, and the menu is an ever-evolving homage to Gulf Coast Louisiana French-style cooking, which is an art form in itself.
Creole is directly influenced by French classical food, and French classical is known for like cream sauces or very rich food. Where in Louisiana food, Southern food in general, especially in the backwoods, is normally very spicy because you're trying to cover up some taste of some food that didn't taste well. And then it's adapted over the years and became a spice on its own to add a little flair to a pork chop or to a steak. So I think it's a tight balance between rich, spicy, and kind of wholehearted foods.
Try the French Quarter or Bourbon Street specials. Beer can steak or the Fatfish boil are house favorites, and the sandwiches are great lunchtime fare.
I just did a braised rabbit for the new menu change, and that's slowly becoming one of our higher selling items, and also our braised short ribs, which is a new item we just did onto the menu. Both the rabbit and the short ribs are slow braised for about 4 hours. They're falling off the bone tender. The rabbit comes with a spicy tomato ochre sauce, which is kind of, I think, something that most people in Cleveland have never seen. So that's kind of gives us, I would say, an edge on some of the competition down here.
There are so many great things on the menu here, but a word of advice, save some room for dessert.
This is the Carpetbagger, which is a chocolate sack filled with sponge cake, fresh fruit, and white chocolate mousse. Clearly, you'll want friends around to help out. You might also enjoy bagnettes, the French Quarter donut, or the sweet potato pecan pie.
Probably the most important event for any Louisiana Creole, New Orleans style restaurant is Mardi Gras. And that starts the last week of January. We're going through that whole week, the whole first week of February. It's going to be a week, 2-week party. And we do Mardi Gras the right way. We do Mardi Gras like they do it on Bourbon Street. We put out the beads, we put out the food, we put out the booze. We have a good time, and we let everybody get loose. Everybody gets loose.
She said she'd be coming home soon.
So come shake the cold off here at Fatfish Blue in downtown Cleveland. They've got the beads standing by.